Welcome to another video in the series Through the Eyes of an Engineer. We're going to talk about the GameMode function call. I created a GameMode child class which inherited from the GameMode class, which inherits from GameMode base class. And I added a log output in each of the functions to see what gets called first. Now, I skipped few functions related to seamless travel and other ones that I thought are not mostly used. They're more like very specific to certain things we're trying to do. So this is in general what happens. The constructor gets called. I'm not going to go through them all because they're here. You can pause the video. Few comments. Set match state is called several times. First, we enter the map, we wait to start, and then the match is in progress after the match has started. Another thing is there is post login over here, and I skipped pre-login and login because they are not supposed to be used to initialize anything in the game. They're mainly to log in a player, and when the player is successfully logged in, then you know which player that is, then you can do the game related stuff in the post login for that player. So one important thing that I find handy is understanding the choose player start and init start spot. Now both have this implementation. That means they're both Blueprint native events. But the choose player start is where you start, where you actually choose your player start. You can either create a new class and return it, or you can loop through all the player starts that you put in the map and choose one. Later, init start spot implementation will pass the player start which you chose, and then you can spawn a pawn or something else in that place and initialize it, like rotate it, etc. So these two together play nicely together. Now notice the spawn default pawn, the should spawn act start spot is called twice. I haven't traced back to see what's going on. All I do is, in this case, I call the parent function, and the reason why it's done twice is first we enter the game, and then this guy, player, can restart, says, oh yeah, by the way, I can restart, so it starts again. Maybe if this guy returns true, this guy wouldn't be called, but here's the thing, if these two are not, if you override these functions, certain things in this order may change. Just be aware of that. Now, I think this is related to if you don't have if you're not manually spawning a pawn. This will basically say, I have a typo here by the way. This will say basically, yeah, spawn the actor at start spot. Now, for two players, also without dedicated server, it's very similar function call, but I marked in blue and the hash sign, the pound sign 3 times for the colorblind. So these functions will be called for every new player that joins the game. So if you have 3 players, one being the server guy has all these functions called, then player number 2 has only the blue guys called, and then player number 3 also has these blue guys called. At any time you exit the game, logout is called and add inactive player. I hope this was helpful for you guys. See you in the next video.